My love surrounds you always. I am a gentle, caring friend, supporting you along your spiritual evolution and growth upon the earth. I wish to speak of how to manifest the reality you wish to experience, how to manifest health in your physical body, how to manifest experiences, how to manifest people coming into your life and your reality. It is first important to have a goal and intention, and let that intention be deeply meaningful to you, something that excites you, something that allows access to fulfillment that brings bliss, connection with yourself and connection with the Creator. Our future world will operate on the foundation of love, compassion, integrity, accountability, and inclusive unity. This is our destiny, and it is why we came here. The universe loves us and will conspire with us to manifest our visions and intentions fueled by our actions. All we must do is show up and place our energy toward our visions. The universe will see us through this dark and heavy transitional void between what was and will be. The first thing to understand is that there's always an initial hurdle to overcome when you want to get started with something. If you are starting a new project or habit, there's inertia to overcome. Even if you're just trying to get started with your focus block for the day, you'll face inertia. It's important to simply recognize that there's inertia when we're starting, and to recognize that it takes some energy to overcome that. If you're low on energy for any reason, that makes it harder to overcome the inertia. Maybe you haven't gotten good sleep. Maybe you've been sick or taking care of someone. Maybe you've been traveling. Maybe you have a lot going on at work or in your personal life that's draining your energy. Whatever the reason, recognize that the energy you have to overcome the initial inertia is lower. With all of that in mind, lower the bar to getting started. Make it super easy. You just need to put your shoes on. You don't need to run 3 miles. You just need to open your document. You don't have to write 1,000 words. And find a way to get your energy up to overcome the inertia. Make a promise to someone. Do it with others. Play some music. Move your body. Get some inspiration. Then direct the energy to the smallest possible first step. It is also important with this intention to allow yourself to have an open mind. What we mean by this is, although you have a goal that you wish to manifest, it is important to allow that goal to manifest in a magical and miraculous way, and to ensure that all pathways are open to that goal. Maybe that goal will not look exactly as you imagined, or maybe not be exactly like you imagined. You allow the universe to paint the picture. You give the idea, and you allow the universe to dictate how you get to that idea. And even what that idea may look like, or how it appears manifests. When you become rigid in your thought process, this can cause you to feel stuck, as if you cannot manifest your goal, as if it feels impossible. It is important to hold your goal very lightly, to love it and to believe in it, but also that if it doesn't manifest, you will find fulfillment in other ways, and know that fulfillment comes from within your being. The more that you can access and inquire within to access your own inner fulfillment, the easier it will be for that energy of fulfillment to be projected into your reality. You can even imagine your goal and the energy of fulfillment synthesizing within your heart space, embraced by love, like a seed that is being planted into the universe, into your being and into your reality. You hold it lightly because you do not wish to damage the seed. Sometimes we're motivated by fear, the need to do something so we don't let others down or get punished. But often fear has a demotivating effect, We don't want to fail or embarrass ourselves, so we procrastinate. Fear is inevitable if we allow ourselves to think of possibility. Anything that would be amazing. If I exercise, I can get super healthy and fit. If I work on this project, it could make a meaningful impact. If I pursue this goal, it will change my life. This is possibility. We need possibility to be motivated for the long term, otherwise, we're just pushing ourselves to do something we think we should do. That's not very motivating. What's the possibility that lights up your heart? When we let ourselves feel a big possibility, we immediately feel an equal amount of fear. They coexist equally. Most people then shut down the possibility so they don't have to feel the fear. But that's a life unfulfilled. The way to work with this is to set aside the fear and let ourselves get present to the possibility that lights us up. Then to commit ourselves to it and work with the fear. Get present to the fear as well, letting ourselves breathe deeply and soothing our nervous system. Then take the smallest next step. It is important to realize that you manifest daily. Everything that you experience in your reality, you have manifested. You have drawn it into your reality for your experience, whether you are happy with it or not. Remember that you are always evolving, so what you need changes as well. Something you may have manifested a year or two ago that fulfilled your need in that moment may not be as fulfilling in these moments. It is important to trust in yourself and your natural ability to manifest. It is not that you are learning to manifest in any way, because you already know. You have a natural ability. What you are achieving is manifesting something that is dear to your heart. It is important to think of your goal with hope, trust, and the knowing that you are supported, emanating that fulfillment energy into your being and your reality. You can ask yourself, if this goal manifested in my reality, what would it feel like? How would I feel emotionally, physically? What would I be wearing? What would it taste like? What would it smell like? You have this energy of the goal which you can cultivate within you, and that is more important than any repetition of affirmations or ideas. Because when you get that energy into your cells, it naturally is attracted into your reality. As you are emanating that energy daily, there is also a need to question yourself. What is holding me back? What is holding me back from manifesting this goal? Why hasn't it manifested already? Now that we are really in the deep end, many things are showing up that don't seem conducive to us creating a harmonious and beautiful life for humanity. We are absolutely clear that this is not the world we signed up for, nor the world we have worked so tirelessly to anchor. We must remember that where we are right now is only a transitional state. Also, our physical bodies have struggled as we navigate the turbulent void between what was and what will be. This was expected. Despite the illusion, we are still on track. Keep your sights on the future. As we traverse this void, our primal physical body's hard wiring will react with anxiety and fear. These normal reactions can morph and anchor into twisted, limiting belief systems if left unchecked. We can experience a lack of trust in the process. We might feel overwhelmed, have anger or judgments of anything different than our belief system. Biases are based on fear. Fear keeps us from accessing our inner truth. Once temporarily blocked from our inner truth, we often look outside ourselves and digest a lot of energy-draining speculations about our possible future outcomes. Remember, we cannot see anything for what it is until we stop viewing it through the biases of what we want it to be. When we reach outside ourselves for truth, we can become rigid, unbending, anxious, and even anchor ourselves in this temporary void because deep underneath, we just want to feel safe and comfortable. This is entirely understandable. We all need comfort and safety, but for us to feel comfortable in this mere illusion of a chaotic void, we try to ground these temporary energies before it is actually time to do so, and this has been only adding stress and anxiety to our lives. To encourage open-mindedness, I would like to start with an observation. Likely you believe that the person you were 10 years ago had some unresolved issues, had some completely wrong opinions, and had a lower level of consciousness than you do now. And most likely you are correct about these things. You are likely correct that you have grown in the last 10 years. Just think of who you were and where you were 10 years ago. And it is great that so many of you have grown substantially. I applaud you for that. Well, similarly, it is highly likely that the person you will be in 10 years will look at the current you as a person who had some unresolved issue, who had some completely wrong opinions, or who had a lower level of consciousness. And again, likely this will be correct. This suggests that most likely the person you are today may have some unresolved issues, wrong opinions, and doesn't have as high a level of consciousness as you will have later in life. I would invite you to be open-minded to that possibility. To be clear, that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with you. The person you are right now is already good enough, is already an amazing person, and is already worthy of love. As you are right now, and also in the future, you will be even more evolved than you are today. This is where you examine where you feel stuck, your beliefs especially. You might find that you are fearful of your goal manifesting, or that you're fearful of change. Or maybe there is one thing that you simply can't let go of in your reality. Encourage yourself to explore deeper and deeper what is holding you back. What is stopping you from experiencing your goal right now? You will notice that there are numerous beliefs, all different kinds of beliefs connected to emotions, memories, maybe even past lifetimes. Recognizing these clears the way and allows your manifestation to come into fruition. It is often what is holding us back that stops the manifestation. Now, how do you release those beliefs? Simply recognizing them helps, and then every time they come up, every time you find yourself saying that belief to yourself, just gently rewriting it. You can send love to that belief and that part of your being that's holding on to that belief. Send love, peace, and healing, and you can say, I'm rewriting that belief now, and then have a new belief that supports you. That is the most major key to acknowledge what's holding you back, because if you can reach a space where there is nothing, you cannot conceive of any thoughts or beliefs holding you back. Then you will find it is easier to manifest. It will come into your reality. They know our physical bodies are programmed with primal survival programs and ancestral lineage memories. Our ancestors have carried us this far. We honor them for giving us the foundation upon which to build a new future. But our ancestors never experienced anything like this before. There's nobody to show you the way, but you are the way. So here are some guidelines to help ease our current journey. Please don't feed your fears because it will swallow up your light. Please do not waste your energy on lost causes and people who do not respect or cannot receive what you offer them. Honor your energy and light and use it in ways that can make a difference. Be a tree. Know who you are and anchor yourself within yourself like the roots of a tree while bending like a tree does in changing weather. Learn to bend, but do not break. Keep yourselves connected in your communities and have empathy and compassion for all others, no matter where they are in their journey or their belief systems. A good support system is essential during these times. Foster being in enlightened neutrality by knowing what is transpiring around you in your world, but not making a judgment or taking a stand. Remember, all this is going to change very, very quickly. Any place you anchor yourselves is the place that will cause you stress or pain. In today's message, I would like to invite you to try and observe a few things within yourself. This can help you identify and help dissolve any spiritual ego you might have. Perhaps you don't have any spiritual ego, or perhaps you do, or perhaps an inner part of you does. If you do have some traces of spiritual ego, that is actually quite normal. Many people do, perhaps even most spiritual people do. 1. Observe within yourself if there is a part of you that feels that you have reached the spiritual top and there is no further growth or knowledge to be gained. You might instantly become aware of such a part, or you can ask yourself, is there a part of me that feels that I have reached the spiritual top and there is no further growth or knowledge to be gained? Any answer that immediately arises in you could be a genuine answer. If neither of those options work, you can also think back if those sorts of thoughts crossed your mind recently, or you can keep this in mind in the following days. It is of course also entirely possible that you genuinely don't have these thoughts or such a part. That is genuinely true for some people. And in this case, great. If you notice you do have a part inside yourself, or you have thoughts that you already have reached the spiritual top and there is no further growth to be gained, well, first of all, observe it without immediately trying to change it or disagree with it or lecture it or condemn it. Just observe it. And if you can, give yourself and it some love. Acknowledge how far you've come because yes, you really are amazing already as you are right now. After all, most people on Earth haven't woken up, and you have to at least a significant extent. Looking at yourself honestly and giving yourself kudos and congratulations for what you have accomplished already is a fine and indeed very beneficial practice. So long as you're doing this in a realistic way, it will not inflate your ego. In fact, giving yourself acknowledgement and congratulations and love for how far you have come already can help dissolve any spiritual ego you might have. And if you have a safe relationship with a loved one, you can also ask them for love and acknowledgement. You don't necessarily need to go out and tell strangers what you have done, but just acknowledging what you have accomplished to yourself is healthy. It is healthy to have a realistic self-esteem, viewed through a neutral and not through a hypercritical lens. Sometimes things don't manifest because you are not thinking about them with open perspectives. You have a fixed idea and those ideas sometimes need to shift. The growth of manifesting something is all about shifting your perspectives, actually changing yourself to be attuned with that which you wish to manifest. It is often your beliefs, your thoughts or wounded energies that stop you experiencing your dreams' desires. You can call me forth to bring healing to your being to cleanse the energies that are holding you back, causing you to feel stuck, and I will do so. And of course you can add anything else that may serve you. Please remember that you are a being of manifestation and that it is your natural ability to manifest. It is what you do daily, and it's why you came to the earth. Place your energy toward reschooling your belief systems to be flexible and grounded like a tree and in a constant state of enlightened neutrality. In other words, it means knowing what's happening, but not letting it trigger or affect our balance. If triggered, you cannot access your inner truth or light. That's it, plain and simple. It's essential to remember all that is happening now. All that is out of alignment with the natural laws of the universe will not be sustainable in the future or be a part of our new reality. As we move forward, the universe filters out all the miscreations in our current reality. There is absolutely no need to fight anything going on in the world at the moment. Unless the challenges show up right on your doorstep, it is not your fight. Remember, there are uncountable warriors of light strategically placed throughout our reality who are being called to battles that show up on their doorsteps. Pick your battles wisely and use your energy accordingly. This transformation is not all on your shoulders. Do not drag with you all that seems wrong with the world now. Let it go. As we traverse this void, we must remember that this is not our destination. It's important not to get attached. hung up on, angry, or triggered about what's happening in the world. This is merely a transition that your soul has never experienced before. Sure, this time is scary and painful. This is the nature of transitions, but we are sure you wouldn't want the previously used alternative. Drop the body and start all over once the new cycle has fully landed. You have chosen a different way this time. To traverse this time and actually land in the reality we want. Filled with our heart and soul desires, we cannot feed, thus accelerating the fear and anxiety that rise through the dismantling of the old world. We must hold tight to the vision in our hearts. It's up to us collectively how we will land in this new world. It will benefit our lives and the countless generations that come after us.